Hey y'all, I'm going to show you how I made this delicious cauliflower bread substitute from Trader Joe's. It is so delicious. You can tell by the way I'm licking all my fingers, right? So come on in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how easy it is. So what I do first off, I'm going to show you what they look like. So when you go to Trader Joe's, you'll know what to look for. When I tell you I think it's 4 of them in a pack. And I even put some in the freezer, so you can just buy more than one pack if you want to put them in the freezer. Don't they look good already? I didn't do anything to them yet. So here's the mushroom. I don't know what kind of mushrooms y'all buy, but I kind of like the portobellos better. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So I just got the portobello because, I'm using that because that's what I have in the refrigerator. So I'm going to take this little thingamajigger right here off, and then I'm going to clean the inside. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but I kind of take those. I think they're called fins or something that's on the inside of those, but I don't want to eat that. So I'm just going to take it out of the mushroom and kind of it comes out really easy. You just do it with a spoon. I don't know how you, wipe your mushrooms down. I use a paper towel. I don't put them down in water. I used to, but I found out that, mushrooms have their own water and I just didn't want my mushrooms to have no flavor. So I just wipe it down with a paper towel. But I'm just going to try to get all this little brown, I don't know, is it called fins or whatever it's called out? See, you can see how much was in there. And it's quite a bit in that one mushroom. So I got most of it out. You can, do it or not. I'm sure some people probably eat that part, but your girl don't eat it. So I decided to take it out. Now, I use pasteurized eggs. I'm trying to keep this as healthy as I possibly can. I think they're so cute. They're brown. I don't know. It's just something about brown eggs that I like. I'm trying to keep this as healthy as possible. I don't eat eggs all the time, but every now and then I want an egg. So I decided to see what this recipe would taste like with the cauliflower because I like cauliflower. So now I'm going to show you just some of the seasonings that I use. And I basically use the same seasonings for almost everything. I don't know if you do, but I use the same seasonings in most things that I make. So I just decided to use whatever seasonings that I usually use. You can put any other seasonings that you like in your eggs. I'm just showing you how I make my eggs. And this was my breakfast, and I really, really enjoyed making it because it was quick. It was easy. You can add whatever you want to add to it. There's no rule to it. There's no rhyme or reason why I did it the way I did it. I just did it the way I did it because this is the way I like it. So now I'm just going to cut up the mushrooms. And I guess you really could buy smaller mushrooms, but I just like the way the portobello tastes because it tastes more meaty to me. And I didn't want any meat in my omelet. So, or whatever I'm going to call this. I'm not really sure. But I wanted to make it as meaty as possible without the meat, if that makes any sense. So here I'm just going to slice it up. You can do it in cubes. You can, I don't know, whatever you want to do with your mushroom, go ahead. This is an onion. I am going to slice that up too. You can slice it up like you want. You can make it as big as the mushroom. You can make it as small. Sometimes I put it in my little onion grinder thing, whatever you want to do with it. Now I'm going to add a little bit of what kind of oil am I using? Grapeseed oil. No, I'm not. Not grapeseed oil. I am using avocado oil. So I'm going to saute the onions and the mushrooms together. Man, when I tell you, it had the house smelling so good. It's like, wow, like it was really smelling really good. I wish you could smell it, but you can't. So here I'm just going to just saute the onions and the mushrooms until they cook down a little bit. I wanted to make sure they were kind of done before I added anything else to it. So I'm just going to let that cook. And actually, I season every layer of my food just to make sure that when it is finished, that it has a lot of flavor to it. So I'm seasoning the mushrooms and the onions right now just to make sure that it's going to taste like something. A lot of people say they don't like to eat healthy because the food doesn't have any flavor or any taste, but you have to add the seasonings to your food that you and your family like. That's what I do. So, or you can use the seasonings that you see me using here, but use whatever you like. I am going to add some spinach, mostly for color, I guess, and taste, because you can really taste the spinach too. So I'm going to add just a little. It looks like a lot of spinach, but trust me when I tell you, once this spinach cooks down, it almost cooks down to nothing. I really could have used that whole pack probably. If you notice, I'm still seasoning the spinach too, because I don't know, I just kind of like my food to have flavor. And sometimes if you're not seasoning every layer, it really don't have no taste to it. That's why some people don't want to eat healthy. But do what your girl do in your food to taste like your girl's food. My food usually is absolutely amazing, because I'm not going to stop until my food tastes like I want it to taste, because I like good tasting food. And garlic, baby. If y'all don't use garlic in your food, what are you doing? Garlic makes everything taste better. Trust me on this one. So here it's finally cooking down. It took a minute, but it's finally cooking down. Don't ask me why I use the small spoons, because I do have bigger ones. They just easier, I guess, for me to grab. So here I'm just going to keep stirring this until it's cooked as much as I wanted it to be cooked. The spinach is pretty much done. So I'm done right here. So I'm going to take this out of the pan so that I can get ready. And listen, y'all, this is a one pan meal. You only have to use this one pan. Just one frying pan. You'll notice that I don't even wipe it out. I don't wash it out. I just cook everything that I need to cook in this one pan, and it saves on dishes, y'all. I don't like to wash dishes. So that's why I really kind of just use that one pan. So I'm going to heat the pan back up, y'all, and put a little bit more of oil in it, just so that my eggs don't stick. Okay, so I'm going to wait and let that kind of warm up a little bit. And then I am going to, I think I'm doing my egg next. I'm going to, I'm going to do my egg next. And I let that cook kind of slow because I didn't want it to stick or anything. So here's the egg. Isn't that looking good already, y'all? It's stuck. It's stuck. I guess it did stick a little bit, but it didn't stick that much. I was really trying to do like an omelet type thing, but hey, it didn't turn out that way. But the eggs were still absolutely amazing. They were really good. So you can cook your egg as long as you want. If you want to scramble it, if you want to make an omelet out of it, if you want it to be runny, this is your recipe. You cook it the way you like it so that you and your family can be satisfied. Because when I tell you that I was extremely satisfied with mine, do it to your liking. So I think this egg is already done. So I'm going to take it out and put it on the plate with the vegetables and set all that aside. And then I'm going to prepare the pan for the cauliflower. Don't that look good, y'all, though, for real? And when I tell you it was delicious, you gotta try it. So now I'm going to prepare the pan, just scrape a little bit of the eggs out, because I ain't washing this pan, not until I'm done. So now I'm going to add the cauliflower. It's really like a bread substitute, because I haven't found a bread that I can eat that's healthy. Here's the I'm gonna add like a little bit of that butter to the pan, just to give the cauliflower some flavor or some great taste. So I am going to butter the pan, and then I'm going to put the cauliflowers in there. And I'm not sure if you have to warm them up. I tried them at first without warming them up, and they weren't that great. And I've seen some people put them in the toaster. So I just decided to kind of warm them up a little bit. They almost look like a pancake, right? So I just warm them up to as I want them to taste, right? And they do actually taste better if you warm them up. But it's up to you. If you've tried it and you don't want to warm it up, then that's up to you. But I like mine to be kind of, I don't know, crispy or warm. So they don't take that long to get brown, because they kind of, see, don't that look good? Oh my goodness, that looks so good. So I'm going to take them out of the pan, in a few minutes after I like just warm it up just a little bit more. I'm thinking they were kind of done, but they were actually done before I put them in the pan. So I'm just going to flip them a couple of times, and now they are to my satisfaction. So I am going to take them out of the pan, and voila, breakfast is done. Like, it was so simple. Breakfast is so done, and it was so easy to make. So look, y'all, I'm telling you, this was so good. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this with your family and friends, and try this recipe and let me know down in the comments how yours came out, because mine was absolutely delicious. So, I'm sure you can do so many other things with this cauliflower from Trader Joe's, but this is the way I wanted to do it. This is the way I liked it. When I tell you, man, this was so good, I didn't even want to share. But listen, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.